everyone, welcome back to Notruf 112. So we are right at the bat with a, well, actually a very serious frame rate issue. Actually, I don't quite know what's happening here. Everything's in the same setting we left it as last time, and yet it is pretty dismal. Anyway, we've literally been half an hour on shift and we've got a major building fire. I say major, we've not actually been there, but it's pretty much one of the most serious calls that you can get in this. I do apologise from the frame rate issues. I have reported them, as I said last week, to let's just see. Okay, I have reported this to the developers, or rather the publisher, Aerosoft, who basically, they've not been good, if we're perfectly honest. The whole thing has been pretty dismal. It took them quite a while to reply to me, I think close to 5 days, and they sent a very brief message saying that there's going to be a patch soon. There was a patch, and the performance has now gone from being 24 frames per second all the way down to 12 is what we're kind of rocking at. I was hoping that this emergency would be slightly further away from the station so we wouldn't have to put up with it. But yeah, so it's not good. It's not good. I don't actually know where the building fire is, can't see smoke, so we'll start the thing and then we're going to change to F1. So we're gonna go in here. Yeah, so like I say, I'm sorry about the issues. They have been reported. Basically the way that they're handling tech support is they're not putting you through to the actual developers of the game, i.e. the people who you need to speak to for tech support. It's just the publisher saying they might do something about it in the future. So I'm not amazingly impressed by everything, and like I say, they've done a patch. I put myself on the beta program, so I always get patches a couple of days early, and the performance is just dismal. So yeah, hopefully, in fact, I mean, truth be told, I'll actually tell you what I'm thinking. The performance just now is so bad that this might be the last time we are seeing Notruf, because I mean, I can't imagine what the viewing quality of this is like. I personally am not really prepared to be playing this when it's this bad, which is a shame. But because I've quite enjoyed the Notruf series. Where are we going? Is it this building? I think it is this building. I've quite enjoyed the Notruf series, but there's no point in playing. Okay, maybe I'm gonna have to find out who he is. There we go. Yeah, there's no point in playing it when it's like this, because it's giving me headaches. So we'll go in and scout the scene, potential fire source. Okay. So we're in our breathing apparatus. I'm not actually sure which one it is. Okay, so it's a proper flat. Okay. So firefighting is going to come in. I'm not going to open the door until that is the case. Remember to provide a backup squad. Right, okay. Well, I don't know what the extent of everything is. However, as usually happens, the game will only put one person in for firefighting. So what we're going to do is we're going to go grab a sea hose from the DLK. Pick up sea hose. See, when I look at the ground, I get up to 30 frames a second, but compared to what, like, from what my system can do to the performance that we're getting, it's not acceptable. I mean, it's just, yeah. So I'm slightly concerned. Okay, so this is the person who's supposed to be firefighting, and he's just standing there twitching. So I get the sudden impression. In fact, I might borrow one of the high pressure jets. for here. So let's get one of the high pressure nozzles. Shut up, phone! Nobody asked you. Okay, we'll plonk that down. Pick up a sea hose end and fire it into here. Okay, so now we're going to go to F1, F2, F2. And you are not the one who's trapped like an absolute moron. F1, F2, F3. This is the one who's trapped like a moron. So we're to go and grab... Oh, okay. Apparently we're using haul jets anyway. So in that case, F1, F4, F5, sorry, and F1. So he should now be free to go and start fighting the fire, which is fine. So in that case, I'm just gonna put down the sea hose end. We're gonna pick up this. We're going to swap out for a hollow point nozzle. I'll be honest, I don't really know what the difference between the nozzles are. Right, okay. So we'll use one of our own ones. Probably makes the most sense. So let's attach it. So just a quick water test while we're outside, which has now been done. So let's go inside and start fighting the fire. Okay, right, so. No sign of any flames. And he's just chillaxing. So let's just bump our way through. Oh my, okay. Right, so we're probably just gonna... Right, what we'll do is he should now be smart enough, because they usually do move forward to fight the fires. So I just want to... Now ordinarily you'd close the doors over, but I just want to check the sources of the fire. So bedroom's fine, I think this is literally just in the kitchen. Just check over here. Office is fine. So this is just purely a kitchen fire. We've got smoke rising. Yeah, bathroom's fine. Right, that's fine. And Dude McDoodums is not doing anything. So let's just start putting stuff out. Right. Okay. So. Pick a side, any side. It looks like the whole thing is well ablaze. So we'll just get what looks to be the dishwasher put out. That very potentially could be the starting point of the whole thing. Okay, we'll focus on the bottom a little bit here. There's a drawer that's quite well ablaze. Focus it in. Oh, a little bit of flame. So the flames are spreading quite heavily across the ceiling, which is an issue. So we've got another cupboard that's contents are well ablaze. So we'll just make sure that all gets put out. Just get a little bit of water on the roof, because there is a floor above this, so we don't want it to come down onto us, which isn't something that can happen in the game, but if we're playing realistically, we probably should think about it. Right, okay, so let's start bringing fire under control. So I think all of the cabinets are now satisfactorily put out. Let's put out the burning tree. The heat from it is incredibly strong. Okay, now we've got smouldering fire on the shelves. So let's just start getting the shelves watered on. Getting a bit of splashback. Okay, Alright. Come on. Alright, so the shelving's done, the smoke's starting to clear. We do have a little bit of a smoulder going on the counters. And it's still smoking. Alright, well, that is that. So, I think what I'm going to say just now, I think we're going to call this an early end to the episode, because at 10 frames per second, I mean, I have a duty of care to the people that watch my channel to make sure I'm not putting up utter crap content. And for me playing it, it's borderline unplayable. I'm used to playing games at about 10, well, not games, but FSX, the flight simulator, is quite famous for its poor performance. And back when I used to have a very, very old system, it was quite common for me to do landings at 9-10 frames per second. It didn't bat an eyelid because it's very slow paced, but this is all pretty fast paced. So combined with the fact that everything is already reasonably bugged, as we can tell by everybody doing the boogie down, and the performance is just shot to hell with the latest update, I think it's probably going to be time to call this an early end to the episode and also to the series. Because I'm not really prepared to play the game like this, and I'm not really prepared to sit and put all this time and effort into recording videos that are going to be going online at 10 frames per second. It's not worth the commitment. You aren't going to enjoy it. It's going to be crap. It's not worth it. So really, the ball is in the court of the developers until they get back to me with a fix, or actually, develop an update to it that fixes things or at least improves things. This is going to be the last time that we're going to see Notruf 112, which is a shame because I've been enjoying it, and I quite enjoy it. It's the first time we've had an emergency game that has been like really a simulation. And it's now going to have to go, because even here, I'm sitting here still, and it's at 13 frames per second. That is not acceptable. So, whatever the game devs have done, they have well and truly fucked up. So yeah, that is the early end of this episode, and Notruf 112 will not be back. Will not be back until it's fixed. I don't know when that will be because the ball's not in my court. I'm obviously not a developer of Notruf 112. So yeah, the series will not be back, which means Monday's kind of a free day because I'm taking a development break from GTA 4 to get more skinning work. GTA 5 done, so that kind of leaves no videos to go up on Mondays. But that's just kind of how it is at the moment. I would rather not upload at all than upload utter shite. Anyway, enough ranting on the poor quality of this game. I'm going to say thank you very much for sticking with me so far throughout this, and I will see you when I come back, and hopefully it will be soon. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you then. Bye!